Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully, you are joining us from somewhere nice and warm and cosy. We know it's pouring it down with rain outside. So just ignore that and come and chill with us and do a bit of crafting. We've got a brand new launch for you. Just wanted to quickly apologise for our punctuality. We've had some technical difficulties this morning. Always fun. My name's Rebecca Monks and I'm going to be hosting this show for everybody at home today. In the producer station we have Jess. Good morning. And in the demonstration station, fresh off annual leave, we have the wonderful Kat.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am amazing. Still on a high from last week.
Are you? Oh,
Yeah.
Jess, my mic's just fallen off.
Oh no.
Oh no. There
It's
we
going to
go.
be one of those days, people.
It is going to be one of those days. We tell no lies here. It's going to be one of those days. There we go. Are we back on? Am I okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, let's kick it off then. Let's have a look at the Win It Weekly. Okay, the prize this week. This is a snazzy little piece of kit. It is our trusty guillotine. And don't forget, if you win this prize, you will not need to maintain it, other than obviously if you get glue on it or something like that. Other than that, you don't need to change the blades, you don't need to sharpen the blades. It's amazing.
Yeah.
We love it. So 5 lucky winners this week. It's worth $21.99, and we would like you to know, we would like you to tell us, sorry, what year did Queen Elizabeth II first appear on the £10 note? Is it A, 1961, B, 1963, or C, 1964? Get your guesses in. Get your guesses in. Do you know this?
No, but I could probably deduce it if I thought about it.
Thought about it. They're all quite close together answers, though. It's a really tricky one.
Yeah, definitely.
But yes, lots and lots of comments. Love this. Lots of answers coming in. There is kind of one winner, but there's a few. There's a few. Keep them coming in. Okay, so today we have got an absolute showstopper for you. It is the launch of our new Adorable Scoreboard Handbook. So we're going to have a little look at that. Don't forget as well, we have got double reward points on this week. How exciting! So double points on all of your baskets. That's just for anything. And we've got bonus points on our new launches as well. So this is so exciting. This ends on Sunday, but all of your classic members will get 2 points instead of 1 per pound. And our diamond members will get 4 points instead of 2 on every pound spent. So you can really rack up those points. Again, get stocking up on your essentials, your card blanks, your adhesives, all of that kind of thing. Maybe some new launches that you've been waiting for. Maybe you've been waiting to sort of build up a basket. Don't forget to do that as well. But like I say, today is all about our hot off the press. It's a book launch today.
Yay.
So exciting. We've got a little VT to show you, so let's run that. Weren't some of those makes amazing? They're
Absolutely
really
beautiful.
fabulous, aren't they? Beautiful, beautiful makes. And we've got some with a really nice mixture. So we've got some that just use like core Adorable Scoreboard. We've got some that will use like the Blockbuster, but obviously you can substitute this for everyday stash or any, you know, next year's Christmas Blockbuster, for example. It's always going to work. It's never going to date. The templates are always the just templates. You can, you know, you can make them into anything, can't you?
Definitely, and a lot of them, yes, there are that are definitely Christmas themed, but like you said, there's loads as well there that the basic card templates, you just bring in an everyday topper set.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've got an everyday card, so it's an essential even if Christmas crafting isn't necessarily your thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And you think, oh, well, I'm only going to use this when I'm Christmas crafting.
No, not
I'm
at
not
all.
going to get that year-round usage. Yes, you absolutely can do if you want to. I think as well with just, you know, going back to Christmas crafting, which is what it is all about, it is that time of year that we always think about these special projects, you know, for loved ones, for family members, for teachers. There's always so much to do, isn't there?
Definitely.
And I think you forget about all these little things, like I say, your teachers, you know, your workmates, things like that. Things that you don't necessarily want to spend loads of money on either.
Yeah.
And if you can make something and use up some of your stash, it's a no-brainer, really. And I think little boxes as well, we do always say it jazzes up sort of those kind of boring monetary presents that don't look very nice, like a bit of cash or a gift card. Again, it's dressing those things up as well. Yeah. And I'm sorry, it's £9.99 for a 68-page full colour handbook with all of your hints, tips, tricks, everything like that. We've got an amazing card blank guide here. We've got how to use the scoreboard, and then we've got some really nice, so we've got fancy fold cards in here. And like I say, we've made them all different to our previous handbooks. So if you have a library of these already, you're going to want to get this one anyway. Obviously, we've got some trusty basics here, but we've got some brand new projects. We've got some different ones for you here. I just think seeing them with the new kit as well just really brings it to life as well. And we've got that really cute little baubles one here. Again, we've got so many things to inspire you with. And then we go on to our really fancy cards. So you can step it up as you're going along. You know, you can absolutely learn with this as you go. And then we have some fancy boxes here. So again, we all like to do those because again, it allows you to create really reasonable presents. You know, perhaps you're making these boxes and then you can just go in with some like Quality Street or a little bit of a miniature maybe a nice pair of socks.
Aww.
Just like really, you can probably do these for like Secret Santas and still be on budget.
Absolutely. And like you said, Secret Santas, teachers' gifts and stuff, it's giving it that standout ability. It might not be the most expensive present you've bought that year, but pop it into a box like that, and that's a present they're going to remember.
Absolutely. And you can keep that, pass it on, you know, especially if you make it out of Adorable Scoreboard, it is quality. You know, again, we've got some with like candy canes, chocolate coins, that kind of thing. Really jazzing up those little, like you say, those cheap sort of knick-knack presents and making them really special. We've got this wonderful 3D make here, that faceted box. Love that. We've got a gift card holder in there. And again, we've got step-by-step photography in here as well. So it'll just guide you along that. There's 200 extra points on that as well. What is that? Is that an extra £2 worth of points? Stop it. So this book basically works out at like...
£6.99 for a diamond member.
Yeah,
No, you're right, but I'm just saying no in disbelief because
I
it's
was like, what? Right, stop it. I cannot this early in the morning. We also have an amazing multi-buy if you want to treat yourself to the scoreboard as well. So we've got the classic purple hunky-dory scoreboard, which is the most useful bit of kit of all time, and the handbook. We've stuck a £5 saving on there. Not only that, we've given you an extra 300 points, so that's worth £3. And just look at this fabulous piece of kit. If you've never seen our scoreboard before, here we go. So we've got a chunky 12x12 mat here that you can be doing all your scoring on. You've got a really nice little handy clip for your score tool here. A nice handle that you can either carry it with or pop it on a hook or on a shelf or something. Again, look how lightweight it is. Travels really, really well. And on the other side, you've got your metrics in there. So if you prefer to work in centimetres, you've got both. Imperial on the front, metric on the back. You also have this incredible, there we go, there, you can see it just there, your box base there. And then if we flip it over, you can see your box lid. So you can make boxes. Oh my goodness, it's the best invention ever for box making. So that is fantastic. Let me show you some cards that we've got here. Oh my goodness, what do I even show? Again, we've got this faceted box. I think this was the one that Anne-Marie did on the Hobby Maker. And using foiled cardstock as well like this. Again, there's no mats and layers. You don't have to think, oh, I'm not going to be able to do all those triangles. Absolutely not. I'm not going to mat and layer those. Make it out of something like this. Absolutely dead easy. Stick a sentiment and some ribbon on. You're absolutely all done. We've got this beautiful make as well. Again, utilising some duo design paper. Again, it's got that gorgeous sort of pop-up feel to it there. Hold it the right way up, Bex. There we go. We've got some of our delightful die cuts that launched this week, our bigger book of sentiments. Absolutely stunning. Again, we've got some really nice little steppers here that you can be making out of your blockbuster. Let's find something else. Oh my goodness. And then we've got this cute little elf box here. These are so much fun. Again, you could be making these for all of the kids in their favourite colours. Again, this would be just great for an all year round project. You just don't have to do the legs. You can, again, use it with an everyday kit maybe.
Yes.
Or some flowers or some die cuts, anything you want to. But Kat, are you okay to demo for us?
No, not today.
Not today.
I've decided I'm having a day off.
Yeah.
Only joking. So, because I've had a week off, I haven't had my hands on this till this morning. So I am going to make these absolutely brand new, as you would when you get the book home.
Yes.
So you're going to have to bear with me. The
This
first
is
thing
fine.
I have picked out to do is our inverted centre stepper. And I'm going to be reading through all the instructions and making as is. And I have picked out from our Festive Elegance the beautiful Together at Christmas, because I think even though the different shapes that are on there, it'll still work perfectly. And just to show you how you can mix and match these up, that you don't have to use the cardstock that's in the example here. So first of all, I'm going to need to find a trimmer and find a scoreboard,
Yep.
which we've got. So with this one, it is matte and laid onto gold cardstock, but I am just going to do it straight onto my cardstock, so I can take that step out. Cut the Inkme cardstock to 11.5 by 8.5 by 8 inches. So 11.5. Let's open this out. 11.5. It's that tiny little sliver we're taking off the bottom there, but it just makes your measuring so much easier.
Yeah, it's a round number then, isn't it?
By 8. Now I'm just going to go back and double check everything as I do it, because my brain can be a little bit when we go like this. So by 8 inches. And then it's telling me, and mark both sides, both long sides 1.5 inches from the edge. So let's get my pencil. So I can take this up here. I love that my 1.5 inch mark just takes it right up to that butted line. It's
great, isn't it?
Easier. So I'm going to mark here.
Yeah, because it's like the edge of the trimmer 1.5, isn't it?
It is,
Isn't
yeah.
that handy? We do try and make the maths as easy as possible for everybody.
We do. And if I can just use that as a guide. You can always do this in pencil, and then if you need to go and rub out your marks
Absolutely.
afterwards, we can do that. Okay. Place landscape on an adorable scoreboard and score only the inner section at 1.5, 3 inches and 7.25. Okay. So we're just scoring between those lines. Is that what we're doing? But it's the same with everything like this. Once you've done it a couple of times,
yeah.
it just becomes like muscle memory to you.
Absolutely.
So, reading it again, place landscape on the scoreboard and score only the inner section at 1.5. So I'm guessing this is this one. Now, what I usually like, if we've got a ruler knocking about, just
Your
helps
inner
me find
section,
my
that's your
guide.
middle section, that's in between your
Yeah.
lines, isn't it?
But if I do this, it just really helps me find.
Oh, where you need to start and
Yeah.
stop scoring. I do this too, yeah, it is handy.
So, stay in place. She says 1.5, 3. I feel like I'm not being very straight, but it must be. My ruler's showing me. 7.25. So up to here. And you know when your score tool's in that valley there, you can feel it.
Yeah,
score across the side section at 5 3/4.
So that's on each
So
side,
this'll
isn't
be
it?
your,
On the
like, middle
outside
point
of the
here.
lines, yeah.
So this is this section. So I can see it starting to come together already.
Yeah.
Cut the mirror card and front cover side. So that's to do all that with. Add a smaller piece of the accent. We're skipping those steps because we're doing it out of the card.
So you're on instruction 3, so you've got to cut your line, you've got to cut these two here.
Yeah, cut along the pencil lines between. So it's these two between these gaps, and then I can start skipping. So all I need to do, this is where your trimmer is so handy as well, because you can see exactly where you need to do. So if I bring my blade into the middle of this here, then I can take it up to that back score line there.
And you can stop and start with your trimmer.
To the bottom. And then we just twist it and do it exactly the same on the other side.
Absolutely.
Make sure that's in the middle. And we'll take it down to there.
Jess, I don't know whether we could get one of the guys to bring us a trimmer in. It might be really handy. You know, for the next section of the show. Yeah. You know that Kat's using.
Oh,
The Premier Craft Tools one. Have we got one?
well, we can delete that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's a good egg. I just thought we could show it off, that's all.
So I'm just going to mountain and valley fold these score lines now.
Yep.
And it's as easy as that. So I love that this project is something that you can progress, because, like you see, I've just done it out of the card stock here. But if you wanted to get extra fancy and bring in your gold mirror, you could do that and start matting and layering. But we've got this lovely, like, inverted stepper card here. So all our details on the back. And you can see how well it works with, like, this bordered cardstock.
I love that you've got that big square section. So if you've got a large topper or maybe a little book page or something, that is going to sit in there really nicely, isn't it?
Oh, a little book page would be absolutely stunning, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
definitely.
So let's go ahead now and decorate this up. So we've got our lovely penguin toppers here.
I want these beautiful. This is one of my favourite topper sets.
It is so stunning. That beautiful navy with those like mustard golds is absolutely stunning.
Absolutely.
And a very big trend that's coming in the last couple of Christmas of navy and
Navy
gold
and
colours.
gold, yeah, for sure. You've done your tree navy, haven't you?
Yeah, my living room when I redecorated last year was navy, so that's the way that we've gone with this. So because we've got quite a bit of depth in there, I am going to use foam pads to pop this on different layers. So I'm going to see that's going to go at the bottom there, and it's just going to stand perfectly. So I've got quite a bit of room to add this foam pad onto.
Just a few questions as well, saying like why are we making a stepper card in imperial measurements? It's something we get asked a lot for if we can convert them, but you do have the metric measurements in the book as well.
You do. I'll just pull it over. So
your template's in your metric.
But it has got metric measurements at the side here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, whichever one the project is in, we've got alternative ones as well. And that's the same for nearly all of these projects.
I mean, most of your tools nowadays have both on either side, don't they?
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter because if you're following a template, you just follow what you've got on that measuring system.
Oh, definitely.
And then let's do double foam pads on this one, just so it's raising up above that frame while we've got that extra depth and that room in there that we've created with that inverted stepper. Just pop that on the inside. So beautiful. And then we have got, I'm going to kind of follow the design that's on here. Jane has used two like little lovely arch toppers.
Yeah.
But this one we've got like these fancy labels, so I'm going to use them instead.
Oh, yeah. We've got Louise saying, I'm determined to master them this year, the steppers. Beverly Richards says, me too, Louise. I always struggle to make them. And Kat's demonstration looks so easy. And Kat has actually never made this card before.
Nope. No.
So not only does she make it look very easy as well, I think it's not just her making it look easy. It is okay to make, isn't it? You know, a beginner or a semi-beginner can give this a go.
Definitely. All your instructions are there for you. It's going to make it so much simpler. I'd always recommend with everything, I would treat yourself to a pack of like white ink me card or something like that, and sit and have a go through and have a play with
Make
them all
yourself
first.
a template, yeah.
Like a little template thing, just some cheap cardstock. And then if it works out and you think, well, I'm really happy with that, you can then just go and mat and layer over the top of it.
You can.
So it's not a waste. It's just a fab way. If you're unsure and you don't want to go straight in with your topper sets and stuff like that, in case you think you might make a mistake, then just do yourself some practice runs first.
Absolutely. Kat, this is looking awesome.
I love that clean, like crisp whitish in the background.
Nice, isn't it? Yeah, it
And
stops
then-
it from looking too busy.
It really does. And then we're just going to finish with this lovely one on the bottom here. And I think it just takes your cards to a different level, doesn't it? It just...
Oh, 100%.
I got my toolbox in the way there. And there we go, from start to finish, just following the instructions, but bringing in a different card stock. And you see how quick and simple that comes together.
That is absolutely stunning.
And that's going to fit in an A5 envelope for you, I would think, absolutely perfectly.
Absolutely is. We've got Carol Rooney saying, I think I'm going to give this a go. Susan says, love, love, love this. I will give it a go. Linda Webber says, going to get this book as I want to try and make this. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Myra says, that's a real swimmer penguin stepper card. I'd pick it up. Pick up a penguin. I love that. That is a classic, isn't it? Okay, so next up we are going to show, we've already shown the scoreboard, but yes, if you do want one, they are $34.99, but I would buy it with that brand new book. Can we get that one back up again? Oh, it's just totally worth it. It's totally worth it. Do not buy it without the book. And then we've got the replacement score tool as well. We do sell them in the packages, but if you want an extra score tool, and it is so worth having another, because, you know, they do get left around the house and stuff. It's always worth having a spare. $7.99 for that, your score tool. And again, don't forget there's double points on everything. Next up, we have some of our handbooks as well. And like I say, there's a reason why our family of handbooks is so large and it is growing and keeps growing. It's because you love the knowledge, the instructions, the mixture of the measurements. They're just easy to use. I mean, I can't tell you how much I come back to these projects time and time again. We've got our classic one. This is our very first one. And again, this is going to teach you through everything. How to use your scoreboard. How to just jazz up your cardstock by adding those scores in. So nice. And then we've got classic funky fold, sort of your gatefold there. We've got your joy fold in there, your double Z fold. Again, that's one we use a lot. I think I demoed this one yesterday with these measurements as well, I think. And we've got concertinas. Again, we've got different types of steppers and easels, acetate, crafting here. And then again, we go into the sort of more fancy bags and boxes, memory making here. So many different projects. So we've got this one. And then again, we've got our volume 2 in that one. Again, more makes, more funky folds. We've got the diorama in there. That's everybody's favourite at the moment. Let me find that one for you. There it is. So easy to make as well. And again, if you don't have dies, you can cut that with your trimmer. You can just do that square panel. So easy. This bit here, where you've got your aperture, you can just do that as a square. Or you can fussy cut it. You can pop a frame on there from a topper set and fussy cut round it. Absolutely perfect, no problem. We've got a 3D double panel card in here. And again, more 3D makes there, your bags and boxes, etc. We've got volume 4. there. We've got volume 5. Oh, this one's our mini makes as well. So if you've got the smaller Adorable Scoreboard, this one is going to be perfect because all the measurements fit super, super, super neatly on here for your mini makes. Absolutely gorgeous. So we'll have a little flick through this. Kat has just gone to get some more supplies, hasn't she? So I'm not just chatting to myself. Exactly. Jess, how much do you need these books? Like 100%? There's so much. You can have your library of little books, of handbooks, sorry. And then we've got our volume 6. This one we only launched last year. It was to coincide with that beautiful aqua scoreboard and your diamond gift as well. We've got a brand new diamond gift and you could totally make all of these projects to work with that because you get just as much kit in there. You get obviously all those toppers, those letter coins, that mirror, those embellishments. So you can be definitely making that one on there as well. Susan Eda's got them all. A woman after my own heart, Susan. Love that. Okay, and then the next thing that we're going to show you is the colours. Oh, love this. Okay, so our Adorable Scorable cardstock, single colour packs, 10 sheets, and you can choose any 3 for the bargain price of £9.99. Now this is genuinely, we don't use anything else. You don't see us use any other cardstock apart from like Miri or Ink Me. But in terms of coloured cardstock, we will not use anything else because the quality is absolutely indescribable. It is 350 GSM. It scores like a dream. It will make every project in those handbooks for you with no cracks, creasing, anything like that. And we have just got the most delicious colours. I mean, you can just see mauve, an absolute favourite of mine. Navy, again, another favourite. And again, if you want to mat and layer like that one of Kat's, you can use this as well instead of your Miri. If you want that block colour, perhaps you're using things that aren't foiled, such as your little book pages, etc. Your embellishments, die cuts maybe. You can use this as a really good base. We've got this one as well. Oh, these are the Matastic ones now. We've got Carnation, we've got Basil, we've got Pigeon Blue. I just love that name. Obviously your classic neutrals in there. So we've got a colour for every occasion and theme as well. So do stock up on those again, especially whilst there is double points. Kat, are you ready for your second demo? Nearly.
A minute.
Another minute. This is fine. Let's show some more projects off. Which ones haven't we shown? Oh my goodness. There's way too many. Okay. And everyone is loving the samples today. So thank you for everyone saying they're so beautiful and gorgeous. They really are. Look at this one. I mean, this is beautiful. Let me untie this ribbon. This is just like a square box, but so fancy. Look at that. And it's got that real nice depth to it as well. Like you could be absolutely filling that with, like, say, chocolate coins, little goodies, anything like that. They'd make amazing table presents as well.
Oh, so cute.
Wouldn't they look fancy?
Yes.
And again, she's done it as well with a tab as well. If it wasn't too heavy, you could probably hang this on the tree. Again, or in the window. It'd look like stunning, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely amazing. Again, we've got this sort of star-shaped box here. We've got this cute little stepper, nice mini sort of project. This one as well caught my eye, this concertina fold card. Looks really tricky, but absolutely amazing. Again, such a good use of card because I've just thought Jane's not used any like large toppers on this. This is just using up those piddly little ones that you can be left over.
Yes.
Super, super fun idea. Okay, Kat, are you ready now?
I think so.
We think so.
I've just got to ramble crawl out of the studio because I had got to do this card with. I realised I needed some A3 Miri. So I've had to change it up very quickly, but we've done it.
I did call you out, Kat.
I know. I thought I was being so stealth as well.
No, I was like, I'm not just talking to myself here, guys. She's not fallen asleep.
So the one I am going to attempt to do this time, and by attempt I mean attempt, we are going to try this wing card. Now it says I need a luxury topper set, which I have chosen the White Christmas,
Nice.
beautiful Flying Home for Christmas. Everybody in the office knows that's one of my favourites. Some A3 mirror cards, so I've gone with the silver to match that. Velcro dot, we're just going to have to wing at some point.
It's
no
optional.
pun intended being a wing card. So cut a 25 centimetre times 25 centimetre piece of mirror card and score it at 12.5, both landscape and portrait. So here we go. So as you can see, this one is flipped again. We've gone over to the metric, but your imperial measurements are on there as well. So 25. And I can honestly say this is a card style I have never made. You've done it a few times, Bex, haven't you?
I have done
you
it,
have.
yes.
So if I start getting stuck, you can point me in the right direction. So we've got this 25 centimetre square now. We'll pull back in our scoreboard. Make sure we're going on our centimetre side. I'm
Awesome.
going to pop that on there. Now when I'm scoring mirror, unless I'm going for that deboss look, I always score from the back because
Me too.
it can get a little bit sticky in traction just because of the coating on it. So 12.5 by 12.5, both landscape and portrait. So that's just halfway. And 12.5 that way. So we should end up with 4,
Like 4 windows.
yeah, 4 equal quarters. Cut each, no, I'll keep skipping steps. Score the top 2 corner sections diagonally from the centre score line to the outer edges. So this one has already been marked here, probably courtesy of a previous me. So I'm going to pop this on here, and it's just going to mean that you can line them up so much easier. So we're just going from that top score line to this bottom score line here.
Yeah.
And then exactly the same on the other side. Once that's lined up. So we've got this kind of triangle pattern in there. I'm not sure how well you can make that
Yeah.
out, but it is there. Cut each side of the bottom score line, removing a sliver so that the 2 sections will overlap easy. So is that taking a little piece out of this section?
So if you
here?
go from the bottom to that centre
Yeah,
and then stop.
yeah.
Yeah, and then what Jane's done is she's also like taken a slither
Tiny
off.
little bit off.
I don't think that's necessary, but to be honest, that's a really good tip actually. It will make things move a little bit easier.
So if I just come slightly
Yeah.
to the left of that line and move it up just a tiny sliver,
Yeah.
do the same again. Take that in there, and you can see there's just the tiniest little piece here.
Awesome.
Let me just trim that away. So it's looking like my diagram at this point, so this is good news. Cut and glue mats to the 4 triangular sections in the bottom right hand one of the base layer. So is that for these?
Yeah, so
bottom right?
basically it's your matting and layering now.
Right, so this is what I've got to figure out. These are going to be, which is always fun. I'm going to use my cheats method.
Perfect. Cut the
Um,
square to the same size and then slither it off.
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect.
So I'm just going to, instead of measuring them, I'm just going to use a
yeah, okay.
thing to point. There will be. It's just because I'm so more used to working out my mats and layers in my imperial, is it, in my inches than I am in my metric. So
Yes.
it's just easier for me this way to do this. So if I just mark where I'd normally, let's take that out from under the score before we do it. So that should be my base one, and I've kept that,
So this is going to be your square layer.
my square one for the bottom. And then let's see if it does give me any like measurements I can just duplicate for my top 2 here that makes any sense. So that's 1 notch under there. It just makes it easier for recutting. Yeah, so I've marked on there now, so I can take this and do 2 more squares with this. Now what I'm going to do, because I'm putting that triangular line in, is I'm just going to bring it another 1 and a bit under that mark.
Yeah.
And hopefully when I cut it in half then, I will have a decent sized triangle in this section, but I'm not sure. I am going to have to work into my other bit of cardstock as well. But we can mix and match these up so we can make that pattern work. Let's see how far off we are. I'm happy with that. I'll take that one.
That is pretty decent matting and layering.
It is. So let's take the section again here. Again, I'm just going to come 1 and a bit underneath. And do the same again. 1 and a bit underneath. We can cut this in half. There's lots of different things you can do to work out your mats and layers. Just find what works for you.
Absolutely.
So we've got all these sections now. So let's play around with these and see if we can get them into place. I'm just going to use my tape runner for ease. So it does say bottom right, doesn't it, for this section? Skirt section, and the bottom right-handed one of the base layers. Yeah. Nobody's agreeing with me. I'm starting to panic.
No, I'm just thinking. I'm just trying to think. I've had a question from Beverly as well that says, are there many projects in the book that need A3 size card? If you don't want to do this particular one, Beverly, in A3, I actually never do this one in A3. And it is, like Kat said, I have made this one a few times. I use 8x8 and score at 4 inches to make that window piece there. I say window. It does look like a window, doesn't it? Like with your 4 quarters, so you score through the middle at 4 and then through the middle landscape at 4. So hopefully that does help Beverly. If you want to make that with A4 cardstock, obviously you need 2 pieces for like obviously one for your mats and layers and stuff. But yeah, 8x8 works really well for that one as well.
And I'm sure you can piece it as well, can't you? If you just cut one side a little bit and add like a tag here and then piece the 2 pieces together. There's always ways and means with things like this.
Yeah, there absolutely is.
So just pop that in.
The team have had a little look through the book and said there's 3 projects that use A3. Everything else can be made out of A4. We've got an A5 project in here. But like I say, you can totally trim this one down and make it from 8x8 if that's easier.
My final triangle. And I'm sure with the other ones that are A3 as well, that you can either size them down or piece them together with 2 smaller pieces of cardstock.
Absolutely, yeah.
Get this final mat and layer on. So that's everything mat and layered up.
Cute.
Let's create a stand for the circular topper and frames by cutting a 4 cm by 13 cm piece of mirror card and scoring at 5.5 cm and 12 cm. Okay, let's see what we've got here. So I've got a little bit of my excess card. So a 4 cm by 13 cm, 13 by 4. Score at 5.5 and 12. So I'm just going to do this on my
on your trimmer.
On my trimmer while it's here. 5.5 by 12. Is this going to sit over like that? Is that the idea? Let's
Yes,
Just
yeah,
drop
sorry,
that in.
yes it does, yeah. And then this is where you can use a Velcro dot if you want to. I normally just kind of stick it down and ditch the envelope. But it is, obviously, like I say, if you want to fold it up flat, a Velcro dot's going to be an absolute awesome little tool.
Yeah, just give me a second because I have dropped this on the floor. So I can stick this down now.
Yep.
Again, when you're making this in real life, we 100% recommend either your construction glue and give it time to dry, or your high-tack tape.
Yeah, for sure. Red liner tape is going to be such an amazing tool for lots of these projects.
So we're creating this. Oh, I do like this. I'm going to have to start doing this more often.
Yeah, it's a fun card.
It really is, isn't it? So now we can take out our topper. I'm just going to use the inner topper for this one. If you were wanting to use the frame, just pop it back onto another piece of cardstock and stick them together. Maybe a little bit of acetate. Have that snowball going in the back would be really, really cute. Don't know if we've got any here actually now I've said that. Oh, we have lurking down there. Should I do that now I've said it?
It is totally up to you. I think it would look nice. Can you fit it on?
I think so. I think that's
I was
gonna
going to
fit
say the
there,
one in the
isn't
book
it? Yeah.
uses quite a large one.
I'm seeing a little bit of snowball. So again, let's do this. So, and then I've picked the trickiest frame to cut around, but never mind. It still cuts so beautifully, your acetate. It doesn't take long.
I think,
at all.
yeah, I think it's worth it. It is a pretty shape, this one.
And again, you don't have to cut right to the line with something like this. If you wanted to leave it as a border or a different shape in its own right, that's absolutely okay as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Just take this around. It's it was really funny. Like I said, I was away at the last week
Yeah.
down in London, and I was on my own queuing for 12 hours, and luckily I made some lovely friends in the queue. But obviously we were switching like job details and what we do for a living with everybody and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're telling people, so you're really busy at the moment? Like, yeah, it's our busiest time of year. It's Christmas.
I know
Like,
people.
what?
I know people look at you
What?
like you're absolutely mad. It's crazy, isn't it? Like Christmas. What do you mean Christmas? And I'm like, yeah, it's Christmas. Us crafters, we have to work this far ahead.
Yeah, there was a lot of people just not getting it at all. But it's fun, and it's really good to find out what other kind of like lives people live and what jobs are out there and stuff.
Definitely.
And it's always fun trying to describe our job to people that
Always.
don't have a base in the crafting world.
I know.
So let's just add a few onto here.
Do you know what though? The reaction, like when you tell people as well, it's always they're like, "Oh my gosh, that sounds so fun!"
Yeah.
And you're like, "It honestly, it really is."
Pop that on there. If I've oh no, see, I thought I'd lost this again. I thought it was about the third time today.
Oh yeah, you are determined to lose that little stand, aren't you?
I really am. So we can just pop that in there now. And we can add this to the front. Find where it's going to sit nicely. Pop that in. And then we'll just take one of our others. We've got this beautiful
Oh, I love this one.
All Hearts Fly Home for Christmas.
Isn't that so lovely?
And we'll pop that on there. I have covered up my little birdie on the bottom a bit. I would think differently about using my cardstock when I do it again. But again, these are things that you work out in the meantime. But when we're all done...
Oh, look at that.
Considering I've never made that card shape before and I've made it from scratch using the instructions, I'm rather impressed with myself.
I think you should be. Absolute amazing. Pat on the back for that, and it is so beautiful. Look at that, and just 2 toppers from that set as well. Such a brilliant card, says Myris. I've got 2 birds in the handle cards. I've got so many goosebumps. Geese, that's my last goose pun. Thank you. Fiona says, trying to get in the habit of crafting ahead of time instead of the last minute rush. Christmas shows have been inspiring. Superb card cat, stunning card cat, says Linda. Andrea says great card. Viv Nichols says beautiful card cat. And you can make this. Obviously, you can watch the tutorial and have your handbook open at the same time. Honestly, it's so fun to make. I'm just gonna say it right now. That one is an absolute showstopper. Angela says, how does it fold to send? So you can either use a Velcro dot or something like that, or you can make a box or give it in person.
Yeah, I was thinking, so that bit that you saw me stick down underneath, if you use a Velcro
That's
dot
where you
there,
put your Velcro.
That's where you would flatten it down so it'd all come and sit flat. But I was thinking that'd be a perfect place for you to use like your insert as well.
Oh yeah.
So when you open it up, you've got that kind of hidden message inside there as well.
Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely. So much that you can do with that. It is so beautiful. Okay, right, let's keep going. Adorable Scorable Christmas edition. They're the block colours, aren't they, Jess? Okay, so £12.99, 40 sheets of Adorable Scorable. Again, we're not going to spend too much time on this because we showed you all of the single colours that are £3, £4, £10, but this includes 20 different colours. So obviously if you just want a little pick and mix, if you just want a sheet, 2 sheets of each, and have that selection, you can do this at a really economical way. It has been designed to go with the Christmas blockbuster, but obviously these are just block colours, so they will go with everything. So you can see some really nice Christmassy festive tones. Obviously we've got red, we've got the grey, we've got some pink ones as well, because we have got some pink topper kits this year, as well as your sort of mint green, your wonderful sort of cocoa bean, coffee bean, your ivory. Again, nice frosty blues in here. And like I say, you can score this straight onto the board. Again, so many people were agreeing. I think it might have been Carol that said, Becca, you are so right, it doesn't crack or crease. I know! I use it every day myself. I'm sure you guys too. That burgundy colour, delicious. Absolutely stunning. Your navy, and then finally your green holly there as well. So you're going to get 2 of each for that, £12.99. Again, worth stocking up on whilst we are on double points week. Miri as well. This is your festive mega buy of your Miri. Sorry, Jess, I am going rogue.
Don't worry.
£14.99 for your 30 sheets. Again, you can score this. You can box make from this. You can mat and layer with this as well. Again, we've got some funky foiling in the blockbuster, so we have picked out those colours. I have a feeling I did see this one on Kat's desk, so maybe this one's coming in. But we've got all sorts as well. We've got that rainbow foiling with the dinosaur kit that I can just see over there. I feel like we've got red foiling as well. Which one's that? Oh, the dogs in the cute Christmas. That has got red foiling in as well. Rose gold, my absolute favourite. Copper glaze, and then again you've got that wonderful pastel pink there. Love that. Again, it'll all score beautifully for you. That's 220 GSM, so it is a bit lighter than our cardstock, but still wonderful to work with. And then finally, we have our festive foiled. How have we even still got this in? Everything else is selling out. This is amazing. Edge to edge foiling. Adorable Scorable colourways and the most beautiful patterns you have ever seen. If you're a diamond... Stop it. Have you seen the diamond price on this cat?
I've not, no.
£10.79?
Whoa.
For 20 sheets of edge-to-edge foiled cardstock.
Someone's going to lose the job.
Stop it right now. How? So that is working out at like just over, what, 50 pence a sheet? If I've done my maths right. Thank you, Jess. Gorgeous holly pattern there as well. Oh, so you can make any, again, you can be making these 3D projects. You can be making everything from the handbook with this as well. 53 pence. I'm good. I know. There we go. That's that. That's that beautiful faceted box made with this exact cardstock. Absolutely wonderful. Isn't it just great? Because it saves you from matting and layering. It saves you from doing all of that hard work. And then we've got this one. Oh, this one's everybody's favourite as well. Chop it up into sentiments if you're absolutely desperate. I was joking about that, but I think we actually might have to resort to this.
It's getting that way.
We are getting that way. And then again, we've got that in that beautiful, beautiful navy and silver there as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning colours. What else have we got on here? Gorgeous. Melanie says, I love watching Cat craft. I use my scoreboard every day. It has pride of place on my working area. Of course it does. It is amazing. And then finally, back to today's launch, our wonderful crafting handbook here. With on its own, sorry, it's £9.99. Coming down to £8.99 if you're a Diamond member with a bonus 200 points, may we add. That's this week only, isn't it? Ends Sunday. So do get it in your baskets now if you're thinking about it. Don't miss out on 200 points. That is just amazing. Full of projects. We have the one that Kat did here, page 17, if you want to know. Check that out. And then we've got this one on page 23 that Kat has just done for us. So all of those funky folds, really beautiful projects. Fancy boxes in here. And then again, there's that beautiful faceted box that I think Marie demoed with as well. Again, looking great with that edge-to-edge cardstock. And then we've got our little Christmas tree there. And then we have our beautiful snowflake box. And just loads of real goodies in there for you to craft with. And then we have it as a bundle with our Adorable Scoreboard. What a Christmas present this would be. $39.98 for that. Saving £5. Getting 300 bonus points as well is just incredible. And that's coming down to $35.98 for your Diamond members. So you can get the two in the bundle for those incredible, incredible prices. We're going to remind you of the Win It Weekly as well, because I've forgotten to do that. For the guillotine, what year did Queen Elizabeth first appear on the £10 note? Is it A, B or C? Do get your answers in. We are drawing this on Friday's show. Okay, I've officially shown you absolutely everything. I'm going to quickly whiz through the trimmer as well, because again, this is an amazing piece of kit. $21.99. Again, double points as well if you are shopping with us this week. And again, it allows you for that first card that Kat made to stop and start and cut where necessary. And it does have that extended arm for your A3 projects, again, like we saw in Kat's second demo. Well worth having if you don't already. Again, I use this not just every day, but for every single project, I think. It is an amazing bit of kit. Okay, yes, I've shown you everything. Kat, are you ready to demo for us again?
I am, I think.
Okay, ooh,
So
this looks exciting.
Some of our, I think this is from the 50 shimmer pack, this lovely green here.
Nice.
We're going to try and make one of those Christmas trees. So I've gone ahead, I've read my instructions, and I need to make a triangle that is 7 centimetres at the bottom. So I'm just going to mark that. I'm going to do it from the top as well, just so I know I'm working with the same thing. Now, I haven't got a length mark, so I'm just going to do it the whole way, and then I can always trim it down if it's too much afterwards. But if I've got this, then I know where I'm going to. And then I want to find my centre point, which will be 3.5.
I think this one's everybody's favourite project out of the book as well.
So cute, isn't it?
It's so cute.
And then I'm going to cut this into a very, very fine, like triangle. Just getting my markings right on my board. So I want that there at the top. So that's hitting the base there. My middle point is hitting the baseline there. So let's take this like this. And then again, this time we're going to go from this bottom corner up until the top one we've just created. Just to make this really thin sliver of a triangle here. And we're just going to pop it onto our board. going to score at every 1.5 centimetres. So 3, she says 4.5. That takes me to 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5. It's a great one for helping you work out your 3 times tables, this.
Oh, definitely.
12, 13.5, 15, 16.5, 18, 19.5, 21, 22.5, and then my final one is going to be at 24, and I'm going to leave this bit at the top quite pointy there.
Nice.
Now you can do 2 of these and put them back together, back to back,
Yeah.
so you've got that full colour all the way over. And then I am going to, as I'm going down, let me take my hole punch. I'm not going to attempt to hole punch through the whole thing. I'm going to try and do it in sections
Okay, yeah.
as I go, just so we can pop a skewer through up here to hold it into place. So I'm going to take a couple of sections at a time, and then I can use this as a guide. You can mark this more accurately than I'm doing. If we take out what we've got there. And then we'll come down another couple. And what I'm going to do this time is come through this gap here, so I can keep it in the same
Nice.
in the same place.
Great tip.
And we'll just keep working our way up. Sorry, I've not got any. Here's one I made earlier for this, but it's
Like you
just-
say, you've never made these projects before, so you're showing us how easy they are to make from scratch.
hopefully.
And again, it's so great to have projects like this done from start to finish, so that everybody can, you know, craft along, watch it a few times.
Yeah. Just keep doing a couple of concertinas at a time. This is getting a little bit over to this side, but I think we're pretty much on our... Oops, that was my fault. I've just gone a bit off centre there. Take that through, that's the last one. And then we just concertina this up. I think this one's got so many possibilities as well. I'm thinking maybe Halloween, like witches' hats and stuff like that. Make it a bit smaller.
Oh yeah,
It'd be
what a good
really,
idea.
really cool one. And then I've just got a barbecue skewer-esque thing here. And you just slip that through all your little holes. Take that to the back. And just bring it down. Get it to where you're kind of happy with the placement of it. Take that through there.
Such a fun project. Again, it'd be a
And-
nice one to do with the kids as well.
It'd definitely be a great one for the kids. And then you can play around with your sizes. Sorry, it's too tall to get into full shot. You can play with your sizes. You can do thinner ones, you can do thicker ones, you can do tall, you can do short. You can build up a lovely little forest. But like you said, just a fun, great basic craft that's not going to take you very long to do, but it's going to be really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And then obviously you can dress that up further by adding gemstones, baubles, die cuts, stars, whatever you want to. Sentiments perhaps. We've got the one from the book as well that Jane did for us. So this one she's used some inks and some stamps. Again, she's used some gemstones for baubles. Your die cut stars on the top there. Again, she has done this one out of Ink Me and inked and stamped it as well. So she has just used one side, but using Ink Me allows you to use both sides. And then she's cut out some wooden cardstock quite a number of times and stuck those together to make a base. This was the one that Anne-Marie did yesterday on Hobby Maker. Doesn't this just blow you away?
So cute.
once they're all dressed, this would be a great room decoration. Again, a table centerpiece. You could use, you can get these really easily in like, the sort of discount shops or the craft shops. And again, you could be making, anything. You could use some wood that you've got lying around in the garage as well. And again, we've got that beautiful forest of those craft trees there as well. So absolutely gorgeous. Susan said, I'd love to make one and spend loads of time decorating it. Donna says, tremendous demo. Myra says, what a treat this project is. I was thinking witches' hats too. Oh, and that would be so easy. You could just use some like black or orange cardstock, maybe some like Halloween leftovers.
Yeah.
So many possibilities. Thank you everybody for joining us. We hope you find this a really inspiring show. Not something we do loads of, our box and bag making, so it is absolutely wonderful to see all of these demonstrations come to life. And I think a huge thank you to Kat, who was absolutely just gone in on the fly with this, haven't you?
But it just shows how good the book is, that you could just pick something out and do it from start to finish.
Yeah, and I think you can be really proud of your projects. They've come out just how the book intended it to.
Good.
So we absolutely love that. Thank you so much. Okay, TV schedule. Natalie is at Hobbymaker tomorrow. She has got a 1 and 7 p.m. show with our For the Love of Stamps, Cute and Cuddly Christmas. Oh my gosh, I know. Do not miss that. And then at 4 p.m. she's showing our delightfully die-cut Christmas pads as well, which everyone's been going mad for. Next up on Hunky Dory TV, new diamond deals have landed for our diamond members, so you can stock up your stash, sparkling savings, and Anne-Marie and Amy will be with you for that show. So we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your Wednesday.